Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I've brought in this hornbeam forest today. This was just a collection of whips basically that I got. They were all bare rooted. You just buy them in a packet of like, I don't know how many it was. But they're really cheap. You just buy them bare rooted. And I decided to put them in a little forest like this. So I'm going to give them a bit of a prune back today. Some of the branches are getting a bit long and kind of want to try and get them a bit more ramified. Obviously they're very, very young yet. There's a long way to go for this forest, but I'll just do a little bit anyway. I have a couple of big hornbeams. I mean, they make a forest with a big tree and put some of these around it. But for now they're just in here by themselves. This is kind of a moulded pot. It's kind of nice. It's got a high back on it. Let's show you that. See, the back is kind of higher and then it comes down to the front, so it's quite a nice pot for a forest. Needs a bit of work on the landscape, as you see. It's just full of weeds like that. I just put them in here. I didn't even put bonsai soil in it. It's just a bit of garden compost, I think, and left them grow away. Just pruned them back when I got them first, and that's all I've done to them. So this will be kind of the first initial styling, rough styling. There's one tree in here, this one here, this one, which is dead. So we might get that out. I might not dig it out, I might just chop it back, because I don't want to disturb the roots of all the other trees. So I might just chop that back, like the woodcutter's been in and taken one of the trees. It's funny because the top of the tree looks, part of it looks alive, and then other parts, like up here, it's still green, but the bottom of it is definitely brown and dead, so must have died, maybe the roots or something. Anyway, so it does make it that with an odd number of trees, but or an even number of trees, sorry. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 now. But maybe we'll just stick in some cuttings. They might live, they might not. Again, when I put them in here, I didn't really do much styling with them, just put them in. Just basically put the tallest one kind of in the middle and worked my way down. But like, there's definitely some adjusting need to be done next year when I repot them, probably, because as you see here, there's like 3 trees. There's the one at the back there, there's one in the middle there, and there's this front one. And if you look at the front, 3 of them are all dead in line with each other. So we need to do something with that in the future, but like that for now, we'll just get them growing. Okay, so first thing I want to do is just look at each tree, decide how tall we want them. Maybe I should start with the biggest one here. It's kind of at the front in the middle. I'm not sure. Like, they're quite tall, some of them. They could do with being a bit shorter possibly, but to help them grow, I suppose we'll keep them with a bit of height. This one anyway, we can take back this top here. We'll take this right back to here. We'll just take off some of the growing tips here at the top, just to try and get it to branch out a bit more. Okay, this tree And we'll just take the lower branches back a little bit. Up here, we want it to come back tight as we can, really, just to help the bottom branches grow a bit stronger. I'll take that whole top off there as well. There's not really a lot of styling I can do with these yet, because they're so young and there's so little branching going on. But I just don't want them to get too leggy, so I'm just tidying them up a little bit and so pruning them back a little bit as well, just to help hopefully get a bit more ramification on them. Clean off any old stubs and stuff. Right back, it's coming from right in there. Now I don't want to be styling these like a pine tree, so I don't mind them being quite wide at the top. You kind of want them to fill out at the top, so I'm not taking the branches at the top really small, because I want them to fill out, but I do want them to ramify a bit, so that's why I'm kind of giving them a bit of a pruning back, just to hopefully help with that. One day they may need a real serious pruning, but for now we'll just get them on the road of starting a bonsai life. I'm going to actually fill in a bit more soil as well into this. Some of them still feel a little bit wobbly, like there's not a lot of roots under this soil, so I'm going to pack it up a bit more. So if you wanted to try a little forest, you can pick these bare rooted trees up quite cheap. You can get like basically hedging they are sold for. You buy them and you just stick them in a pot and get them growing, and then you might find that one is a good shape and stuff, so you can maybe put that in its own pot and make it into a single specimen tree, which I've done a few times, where you get them, and after you've been growing them for a few years, you find that some start to look better than others. This one I think we'll take back. So here. Some start to grow kind of with some nice shape and that. You take them out and start putting them in a pot by themselves and let them grow. So they're not in the forest, you just have them as a single tree. Okay, so looking at it, it's a bit kind of up and down, so now maybe it's time to make a decision on heights. I kind of want it to be, it doesn't have to be like this, but you know, you want it like with some sort of a shape. So I might take this right back to there, that one. This one is looking for a good branch. Maybe that branch there. Take that back to there. This back one is a bit kind of awkward because there's nothing here. I could do with trimming it back to here somewhere. Maybe I'll take it back to here. It's a bit kind of too many there. Coming at the same spot. We'll let this fill out up here a bit. This one could do with still coming back another bit, I think. Take it back to here. Let's see if we have any buds up there. I can't see any buds, so we'll leave that for now. This one back here we'll take back a bit. Maybe we'll leave the main big tree just growing. You can see that now, it's a bit higher than the rest. Just to try and get it to grow a bit thicker to become the dominant tree. Like I said, there's not a lot else I can do with a lot of these. Just gonna let them grow a bit first. This one back here is a bit long, I think, a bit tall for a back tree, so I'll take it back to here. Okay, so we got a few little cuttings. Maybe we can stick them in around it and see, maybe they'll take, just to add an extra tree or two and a bit of depth. Some little ones at the back maybe or something. We'll have a look at them now in a minute. I'll just clean them off. Don't know if they'll grow, but no harm in throwing them in. So next thing I want to do is I want to just have a look at the base now. I'm going to give it a weeding and then we'll add a bit more soil, I think, because these are quite wobbly. The roots weren't massive on them. They're obviously growing now, but they definitely could do with a bit more anchoring in with some more soil. So I'm just going to carefully take off the weeds off the top. Okay, I'm sure you don't want to sit and watch me weeding the whole thing, so I'll weed it all and then we'll come back in and have a look. Okay, so I've got it more or less all weeded now, so I'm just going to fill it in with now with a bit of bonsai soil. Don't have any moss at the moment, so we'll work on the landscape another time. And now I just want to bank it up with this, just to help anchor the trees in a bit more. Build all the back up here a bit. On this side. filter up a bit better. These trees aren't wired in or anything, they're just planted in and put some rocks on them, and they feel like they've meshed together, they're just not that strong yet. So maybe we'll just stick a couple of these small cuttings at the back. If they take, they take. If they don't, it doesn't matter. At least we put them in. Yeah, let's get a bit of rooting hormone. Just push them in back here. And then if they take, we can start pruning them up and add them into the forest a bit better. Like that this year, I'm just growing the trees. Couldn't even say really that this is the forest, it's just a big clump of. So how many have we put in? We've put in 1, 2, 3. Okay, we'll go 2 more maybe. 1 in here. One back here somewhere. Back here. Okay, if they take, they take. If they don't, it doesn't really matter. Okay, so that's it. It's just a quick one on some cheap hornbeams that I got. One day, hopefully there'll be a nice little forest, or like I said, I might put a big tree in with them and just use a few of them and make another forest out of them. But for now, we'll just keep them growing. They're all kind of roughly the same size too, which doesn't help, all the same thickness. So like that, we might, if we put a big tree in and then take a few of these out, use them in a different forest with another big tree or something like that, just so you got a main big tree which is different thicknesses, and I can take out like some thick ones, some thin ones, and mix them up. Okay, so that's it for this video. Don't forget to subscribe and all that kind of stuff. And like Tom says from Grown Clip Bonsai for Seniors, it's time for a nice cup of tea. And we'll talk to you all and we'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.